Hey, hey, you're here, and I'm here for you. I'm your original muse with a curious view. From boomers to zoomers, come travel through time with Joanna Frank and her monkey mind. Sing it, dance it, laugh between the lines, mystery and magic through parallel time. So check it out now, there's plenty to see. Go and see Joe where your mind runs free.
Good morning. Story time. I was up early at the usual time, usually about 6:30, and then I did my new routines for this new place, and I just have so much more time to be outdoors and just enjoy the peace. Right now, again, nice skies, beautiful clouds, and I get lost in thought. It used to be when I sit there doing dishes, and since I don't have a sink full of dishes anymore, I think about other things. And like today, it was all about balance, and I pulled this off every day. I choose which one I want to wear. So there's a little story behind this one. I was looking for a stone called lapis lazuli, and it represents wisdom, power, and truth. And since I am a truth seeker by nature, since I was a kid, and I've always sought for wisdom more than anything else, just how to do life. And so I knew I wanted a lapis lazuli. And this is like last year sometime. I don't even remember exactly when, but the story behind this is Dawn was away, I think, at Borrego Springs doing a farmer's market, and after we had moved here. And I went to the post office to pick up our mail, and I kept thinking, where could I get this lapis lazuli? And I didn't want to get online because I didn't want a chance getting something fake. And as I was passing, and I thought I'd have to go to Kingman to do that, and as I was passing Meadview Boulevard, I remembered the Crystal Phoenix. It's a rock shop. And so I'm like, oh yeah, they'd probably have it. So I just go on my business, and then on the way back from the post office, I was right there. I was just gonna go straight home. And I swear I heard like a subaudible voice, which has happened many times in my life at important junctures, especially when I'm going to meet somebody that's going to be significant in my life. Well, I heard this little voice saying, go now. So I'm like, okay, I've learned not to argue with that voice, and I really had nothing else to do, so I pulled into the parking lot at the Crystal Phoenix, walked in, I don't remember what time, 3 o'clock, and 2.5 hours later, I have a new best friend in Meadview. Jeannie Rambo is the shout out to you. And because Jeannie has also a sad grieving story for her daughter Jocelyn, and I won't get into that because that's her story to tell, and most people know it anyway, but Jocelyn, I remember, had waited on us when we used to come to visit Meadview before moving here. So I say that it was probably Jocelyn whispering in my ear to make this connection with her mom. And I don't want to get emotional, but Jeannie and I have been very on page about so many things, so I just wanted to tell that story. So Jeannie happened to have one of these left, and it happened to be in a chakra, and the chakras, 7 chakras, and that caught my attention too. But it was the last one she had in the shop, and she said it almost got sold, and then they changed their mind to whoever was going to buy it. And I'm like, okay, I knew this was for me. So I grabbed this one today. I have a few special pendants that I wear every day, or one each day, but this is the one I chose to wear today, probably because I started thinking about balance. And I've never been into the woo-woo stuff, so I kind of like always was skeptical about what these actually represent. But then I think, because I was more into psychology and philosophy and sitting here thinking about it, there is something to this. The woo-woo stuff always has some kind of scientific backing that we have yet to discover, and we are discovering more as we're going into higher, more advanced technological age. But there is something that psychologists do, and modern practitioners do see this as a metaphor for the balance of the human experience. And so I'm not going to try to say what each one is. I know there's like 7 of them, but each one represents an area in the human body, human life, that we try to bring into balance, whether we realize it or not. So a lot of people are out of balance, and they don't know what area in their life is actually missing something. And because I've learned how to pay attention to that, I am starting to realize that everything I do, it's to put something into balance. It's like even emotional. Like if I'm feeling like emotional about something and I need to express it some way or feel it some way, I love movies. I just love movies, and every time I just call it cinema therapy, because it has been there for me with clues besides just an emotional escape, but it also has messages for me. So they're not just movies, not just acting. And probably because I've always said that I feel like life is a stage and we're just the actors, and I didn't make that up. Thank you, Shakespeare, or who really was behind that quote. But I have enjoyed just connecting with human emotions. Not all of them are enjoyable, but it is on the spectrum of what we came here to experience as human beings, as spiritual beings in this human bodysuit. So now, in my older age, I am learning how to embrace those feelings as they arise. And so if I feel like something's missing or I'm feeling sad, I know that I need to reach out to be of service to somebody else. And mainly these days, it's going online to the support groups that I've joined because of my experience with family estrangement. And I don't talk about it in my public page, but I did join to be more of a support because I'm a veteran of this spiritual war. That's what I call it, spiritual warfare. I'm learning a lot about myself through this family estrangement, and I realized that estrangement really is being estranged from who we really are. And it brought me back to all the things I've done as a daughter, a sister, and a mother, an aunt, a teacher. Anything I've done in this life is just a role that I've played. And like Dawn likes to say, it's you're in that trance, the mother trance, the friend trance, the whatever, the daughter trance. Having experienced the painful, and I'm saying emotionally painful, experience of being estranged by the people that should be the closest to us in the family, having experienced that, I realized that it's making me realize that I was estranged from my own true identity as a daughter of the Creator, and having just the reconnection to who I really am. I am human before I was anything else, before I played any other role. And so that's kind of what I was thinking about today, and how I've set this area up for this new lifestyle, for just recalibrating how we do our morning routines, or how I do mine. I realized that I've had to have balance even here. And so yes, we do have our physical activity. We did join Planet Fitness, and I might include that in a clip on this video, but I just felt like I needed to ramble a little bit. For anyone who has nothing better to do than to listen to my rambles, great. But I do know that I am doing this partly probably majorly, for my descendants or my grandkids, people that never really got to know me as a person, and they're in my own family. So this is my legacy. This is who Nana, partly who Nana is, and this is why I'm recording a lot. And yeah, I put it out there because without those influencers that I have watched, I don't think I would have made it this far in life. I don't think I would have done half the things I do without being inspired and motivated by those influencers. So I want to give back, and anyone that needs to hear this, I'm not going to push it. I'm not looking for more likes, even though, yeah, that drives the algorithms. And yeah, if you want to like it and subscribe, that would be great. But I'm actually putting this down for whoever needs to hear it later, whoever needs that emotional support to know that they're not alone. And I get it, totally get it. So let me see. Here's mine. And I'm learning how to edit these videos in a way that they'll be more enjoyable to watch in the future. So one of the primary things I need to do every day is get out in the sunshine, and not just for vitamin D, but for all kinds of reasons. And again, do your own research. I just know it does make me feel much better. And if you're human like I am, I hope so, get out in the sun every day, at least 15 to 20 minutes. So as I'm watching Don do his thing, which makes him feel balanced, it's metal detecting. And yes, it's legal in a community park. There's no written laws that say you can't. He does it properly, and he covers up afterwards. So that's the thing that we do when we just want to enjoy being outdoors. Not necessarily going to find anything, but he did find some change here. The other day he found that ring. So that, just enjoying trees and nature, and I had my bare feet on the ground, so I was getting some grounding in. And real clouds. That's why I'm always pointing the camera up at the blue skies and the real clouds. Now in front of the judgment-free zone at Planet Fitness. We originally joined so we could have a nice place to shower, but that's really not the reason anymore, because our indoor bathroom is working just fine once we worked out all the kinks here. And this is a nice way to switch things up when we want to get to Kingman and just make our bodies move and do some weight training. Next, I am going into what I call the time machine. It's a total body enhancement where you go in and the red light and the vibration plates are supposed to work on your cellular activity. They forgot to tell me about the mask. Now what? My t-shirt works. I'm not going to go blind over a little red light. This is safe enough. Do I look 30 years younger now? How about now? Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. And back at the ranch, our little outdoor space. We had the awning out for a while, and that was really nice. And then I decided I was going to try cooking out here, and it was a little awkward when I started out, but I was able to fry a few falafels and then eat a little bit, clean up a little bit, and then I can't sit down long before I'm already rearranging things like I always did in every home to make things better the next time. There we go. That's a better counter space. I can still wash outdoors. I can still have a lot of room for other things. And there you have it. Well, that just about wraps up this video. And it's been pleasant. Thank you for hanging out with me and listening to me ramble if you didn't have anything better to do. It doesn't say much about your life, does it? So until the next one, I think I'm missing a movie. I need to see a movie docudrama, no, a dramedy, a rom-com, science fiction. I don't know. It's like I have to be in the mood for some type of movie. And then I've got some books to read and writing to do, and I don't know, whatever my chakras, I'm not wearing it right now, but whatever it seems to be out of balance, I'll put it back in balance. But until the next video, stay curious, keep on saging, getting wiser versus aging, and enjoy your life. I'll see you, or you'll see me in the next video. Thanks, guys.